Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to those of you offering to help in any way, and thanks to those of you who continue to support Christ Church in prayer, and those who continue to support Christ Church financially as we move through this moment. I do hope you read the email that accompanies this video. We're trying to group all the information that we're trying to get out to you every day in one spot, and today, one of the things I comment on is St. James, our care ministry, which for 40 years has been providing sort of frontline practical and financial help to those within the church who are struggling. I hope you'll read that. Well, yesterday we started to look at the 57 words that changed the world, the Lord's Prayer, which is what Jesus gave to his disciples when they asked him to teach them how to pray. For what it's worth, they did not ask him to teach them how to walk on water or how to multiply food. They asked him how to pray because they likely saw his prayer life, his communion with God, as the source of his power and wisdom. And after they asked, he gave them this template. Protestants call it the Lord's Prayer, although our Lord, Jesus, did not actually pray this prayer. We would look to John 17 for that. And I do view it as a template a little bit more than something we're just simply to repeat, although just repeating the Lord's Prayer is a great thing. And by the way, while we are washing our hands numerous times every day, this is a great way to pass 20 seconds, is to pray the Lord's Prayer while you're washing your hands. Well, yesterday we looked at the word hour, and I argued that we're in this together. Today I want to highlight the word Father, which is actually the first word in the Greek text, where the word order is a little bit different. The point is, Jesus does not open, "O great first cause," or "O God, ground of all being." He calls God Father. This is not a generic prayer to a generic God. It's a prayer framed by connection and intimacy. This was a shocking way to address God. Best we can tell, before Jesus, no one had ever called God Father before. The Stoics, who thought that God's major attribute was his inability to feel anything, certainly didn't. And the deists, who thought that God had long ago checked out, didn't. The Jews didn't. They had a lot of titles for God. They tended to create long lists of his attributes, and they occasionally referred to him as the Father of creation or the Father of their nation. But they didn't call him Father in a personal way. He was too grand and holy and distant for that. But Jesus tells us to call God Father. And not only that, he actually uses the term Abba, which is occasionally translated as Daddy. At the time, this was a serious breach of religious protocol, shattered the image so many had of God as angry and cosmic police officer distant from us. But it suggests that God is a person that we can have a relationship with. That is what we're invited into, because that is who God is. We'll pick up the idea of God as Dad on Monday. Tomorrow there is no video, and on Sunday there's a sermon. And by the way, it's never been easier for you to invite somebody to church than when church is in their own home. If you click on the email, you'll see a link that will allow you to send that to people, to invite them to join with you on our online service tomorrow. Hope you have a great day.